I think we're gonna give Mad Cat another go. I do like Mad Catter, and I haven't been feeling Pup lately. I don't like the lack of versatility. I feel like my backline is always overstuffed. What do we want here? I kind of like the Fog, honestly. And these all win fights better, right? But I love my Fog. I'm gonna try the Fog and hope to get lucky. Hopefully they buy something silly. If not, we're a little bit weaker than whatever. But we can always roll. We have the potential to get stronger than most things on turn 2 just because we roll and get the +2/+2, which is a bigger buff than most things get. Oh, okay, so we do tie them. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Slay. They got the Slay because they got to attack. So we can give this +1/+1. The problem is we're really unlikely to win a fight. So instead what we should do is spin, which gives a character +2/+2. Unfortunately, it's an egg. I think we're going to do this anyways. I really don't like the eggs, but yeah, we're probably going to lose this egg this round, and we might be pretty far behind, but I think this is what we need to do. I think it's too weak to buy anything else, and if we happen to win this round, oh wow, we just got the worst of every world. We didn't even get to attack with a thing. So if we use this, the roll counts here, so we're going to do that. We got something. And maybe we'll get this. We could get this as well. And hope this is just enough to power us through. We've had a very bad early game, and we've made several pretty bad mistakes, or just risks. We've taken some risks that haven't paid off. I guess it depends how forgiving you want to be with my decision making. And here we are. Unfortunately, the Humpty dying to a 4/2 ranged character is, I don't want to say unlucky, but probably not the most typical scenario. Wow. They have, they do have quite the little front line. Yeah, we'll lose here. This is actually the first damage, even though I said we're doing very poorly. This is the first damage we've taken. Not that that should be read as us doing well. I think we'll buy this and then we'll roll. Huh. Well, we have a few different things going on here. Not sure what we want to do. On one hand, we'd like to take this, or we'd like to take the thing we hit with that spell. On the other hand, we don't want to sell anything. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this turn, and we'll freeze here. Next turn we can buy this and this. And we can, hopefully this will proc. What if we do this too? No, I think we'll balance it out a little more. And if this procs, we can reconfigure our board a little bit. That didn't seem to hurt us too badly. And this will proc. Let's see what we get actually. We'll get it this way. Wow, cat's not bad. It's a pretty powerful cat. It's actually really good with supports. And here we go. We'll grab this and we'll grab this. And what we'll do is we'll throw this here. This will be right in the middle. We don't mind if this dies, so this can sort of float. Yeah, this gives the best chance proc. I think, given sort of how all over the place, I think this is actually probably slightly better up front. Yeah, because it has more attack, so giving it the health buff means that it's probably going to take more hits. Trades a little better. Yeah, given how badly we started, I think we sort of recovered in a reasonable way. We're on track in terms of leveling. We haven't accelerated at all. We don't have any treasures, but we do have this, which can generate a little bit of continuing advantage. We have this, which is a little bit ahead of the curve. Hopefully this will get going. I think we're early enough that this might be able to get slays over the next few turns. And we've only taken 4 damage. No treasures yet. I don't think anyone's at 4. No, it looks like everyone's still at 3, so no one's jumped out too far ahead. It would have been difficult so far, but... Okay, that was nice. We got that slay. They got the slay. They don't go up a level. They do some kind of... I, I think they just get +1/+1. They stay at 3 and get +1/+1. Okay, so we'll get a 5/5 that becomes an 8/8. Yeah, we'll win this fight. Unfortunately for them, they'll lose this. Okay, we'll take this. A good character. I think we'll just get the jumping bean. I think that just does the most. We'll take this as well, just because it is available. We could get 2 spells. Yeah, we'll see what the spells bring. It makes these 2 cheaper. I wonder if it's worth buying these 2. No, unfortunately I don't think it is. Okay, this is a good... It's a fairly good animal. Unfortunately our board isn't really set up to utilize it. We could get rid of this and put this in the back. Put this up front. Which makes this a little weaker. We're probably not doing anything with this. Casting the spell is probably a bad idea. It was definitely a greedy idea. And yeah, I think this is a good buff if we can get it to attack. It's probably better if we have it attack earlier. It's more likely to get its attack off. Something will get a +4/+4 buff. We get another trigger on that. Unfortunately that won't trigger the second time. We'll take them down pretty easily. They did accelerate a little bit, so they might be a little weaker. We'll hit 4 here though and maybe have a chance to buy some nice stuff. Nothing great. I want to do this again because... Okay, that means our whole board is gonna change around quite a bit. I don't think that's the thing we want to buy. Do we want to buy it when it's bigger? Maybe. So we could grab this, and we could actually... This is a slay character that was sort of interested in. So I think putting this in actually triggers this. As long as, obviously this is still in. So we'll put this down here. Although all our characters are going to change this around anyways. So we just want our highest value characters in. Is there any way we can sell 3 things to buy this? Yeah, we could sell these 3. I think that might be what we want to do. Just to get the 4. Yeah, let's do that. The Chupacabra with the Lost Soul. After we get rid of this, which unfortunately is going to be another round because we randomly got this thing because of my obsession with buying the random spell every time. But this is going to be strong. We'll put it up here. The alignment's not going to matter too much because everything's being transformed. Wow, they have a very strong board. That was a good spawn for us, but yeah, I don't know. I find that board pretty impressive. Looks like we'll win just because we got so many of the flips we got were very strong. The random things we got off this. Okay, so what are our options here? I think we'll take this, we'll take this. We don't want that. We don't have the Chupacabra, here we go. So we do something like this. I think we're done with this maybe. No, we don't need to, it's hard to decide. How many Chupacabras do we need? We want this up front, so it can die. This is not as good anymore because we've reduced the amount of... Yeah, I don't think having 2 of these in is particularly good. We want this to die before both of these die. Unfortunately, that's not easy to set up for us. Maybe this is the okay. This is going to be the strategy we use. We're going to hope this attacks here, and we're going to rely on this to buff these two. Maybe enabling this to slay, and if not, this might trigger and hit something. We don't need both of these in. We will try to triple this soon. We're going to get rid of this as soon as we can. We could have looked at something like this. Chupacabras, unless you get them going early, are pretty weak. We need to get a couple hits. Okay, well, that triggered that one, so we don't have to worry about what happens with that. Although they have a couple things they're going to want to be triggering. Fortunately, this survived and took something out. Not a great attack for us there. This will kill something though and get a slay trigger. I think this is big enough that it can kill both these. Yeah, so we're going to get the win here. Do a little extra damage to them and get some gold. Next time we get a thing, we'll do that. And we'll get a 6-drop treasure right here. And we'll take the owl. I think that just has a potential to make entire... Oh, I could have bought that. I of course did not. I feel like a dragon that we get early could be really big. There's a bunch of stuff we're done with right now. It's gonna be hard to see what's going in. We want the cards we're gonna be keeping in. I think we're done with that, and we want this up front as well. I think we actually want to put these first, since we no longer have... This is going to be buffing us from a very early stage of the game. I'm almost inclined to just sell this and buy even this, just to get one extra thing. I don't know if that's a good trade overall, but our things are going to get very big. And then we're just going to need to triple them. We're going to want to get rid of this. Chupacabra we might keep for the late game because the slays will make it large. Thing it hit wasn't very good. Getting the first attack was great for us. I think we're still gonna lose this fight. Oh, that's something 15-15. So yeah, that's a pretty nice one to get this early in the game. Wow, yeah, we're gonna get smoked by 15-15s and take extra damage because of that. We'll hit level 5 here though. Nothing exciting. Our book is always very powerful. I don't think we want the trees. Here we go. Wow. That was lucky. We don't need this. We'll buy this, get a 4-drop treasure. Cast a spell. And we will try to move into like a Storm Mage build if we can. Do we want this or do we want this? I don't think it super matters which one we do. We'd really love to triple this soon. Does this do anything? We can see if this transforms into something a little bit better for us. Doesn't matter. We didn't have any good characters left. It's probably about equal. If we're going for a Storm Mage, it's a little better to have cast a spell, but that's probably not a real concern, honestly. Yomagon would be good too with this. The only reason we usually don't plan around things you already have, but since we have the owl making everything bigger every turn, we do want to start thinking about trying to get our late game characters in as early as possible. Oh, well, that's an unfortunate attack for us because we don't get the slay triggers. We got even more buffs. Looks like, oh wow, that didn't kill it. That's right with 1 health. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. We are not as strong as I thought we were. Wow. That's actually very strong, but I don't think it's what we want to do. Oh, there we go. Finally, finally. We get to buff something. I don't even think it does anything here. If you look just at the... We don't have anything with summoning. We do have one thing with summoning. We'll get this. I think it's better than Jumping Bean if it works out. I'll put these up front, and we'll keep this here. We'll keep this in here. We'll keep this in, right? We keep this in back right here. We'll keep this here. Keep this here. This will still attack right away. And then it gets buffed. And hopefully we'll get to 6 and start getting some stuff. But yeah, we have a very weird board. Very weird board. I mean, we just got this so early, we're sort of sticking with what we have. And hoping it grows. I mean, hopefully this gets slay triggers. I mean, if this got 2 slay triggers every turn, it'd get very large. Well, they already have a I feel like, this is the second game in a row I feel like we've seen with a huge Storm Mage. We'd love if this would get killed. Is this still gonna be the one round this thing doesn't get killed? How is this? There we go. So we get 2 slay triggers. That was the whole time, that's all we were hoping for. I don't think we want to do that. Really just looking to start tripling stuff. This does double the slay triggers, or double them. Okay, and we need that. How do we get to that? Can we sell 3 things? Yeah, I imagine this, this, and this don't need to be here, so we can get this. Which means the summoner is it better to do this or this? No 2 drops we can buy. I actually don't know. What if we... What's our lowest health thing? It's probably gonna be this thing. Things in the back. Actually, this might be better. We do have things in the back that will attack pretty frequently. We're going into a fight with 5 things, which I think is atypical, but I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. That was a go. It traded, so it wasn't the best hit, but this should get bigger, and its slay things will be even bigger. And we'll cast some spells. Now we won the fight, so we're gonna need to fill a board with 2 extra things, which we do not have yet. And we want them to be sort of our final things. Okay, so this doesn't scale super well with... I don't think we want our slay triggers to get eaten up. Okay, I think we're just gonna grab another book. Okay, so I think the idea is if we ever find a Storm Mage, it's gonna be very strong. If we don't, I think people are really gonna wonder what's going on with our build. We're casting so many spells because we have this and these 2 now. So we're gonna be casting, you know, 3, 4 spells around. Hopefully this just gets big with the slays, and we're currently in top 4, so hopefully we can scale into the mid game. This has been one of the weirder rounds we've played. Getting this so early has made us really want to hang on to stuff we've had, and I have really sort of tilted our entire board around that. I mean, we'd honestly probably just take a triple of any of these and just hold on to them at this point. We wouldn't mind replacing the treasure as well, the one that gives attack and health up front. Okay, killing this early is nice. That will kill this thing, which will make this bigger. This will start slaying stuff, although first we're going to take some hits. This is the person who summons the 15-15s. Fortunately, this is big enough now that it eats the 15-15s pretty easily, and this is ranged. Well, polymorphing a 15-15 isn't super impressive, but this is getting pretty big now. I don't think this is going to do enough. We have a lot of monsters, so I think this and the book are going to be where we're at. Yeah. This makes it so whenever... Oh, actually, everything except the dragon is a monster? Does that mean we want to switch this out? No, this is still fine. I think hitting something on the back line is usually going to be powerful. We have a very weird board, as it is. And this not getting... These aren't really for their attack. It is nice when they do get the attack, but that's not what they're here for. We actually haven't been buying that many spells. We cast so many just for free, but we haven't been buying them. I'm still hoping for that Storm Mage. You know, we would just throw it in place of this, and I think that would be our build for the rest of the game. And we'd just ride that out and see how far that gets us. There's a couple people pretty low in health, and they're battling each other. 7 means that they'd get knocked out if they lose, as does 1, even though this person sticks at 3, so if one of them loses, they'll be knocked out. We'll just see what's going on with them. Wow, that was a really unfortunate one. Losing, yeah, wow, I think we're gonna lose this round because we just lost. The way the attacks stacked up meant that some of our best characters got knocked out super early. Although actually, it looks like we might have sort of pulled through. Yeah, I guess we barely pulled it out just because of the range and the scaling on some of our attackers. Okay, looking for a book, obviously. I guess we'll get the chicken just in case. We'll take this. Yeah, I think that's what we're sticking with. The Medusa hitting this was really bad for us. It means this was very weak that time. This is our biggest character and gets +10/+10 from this when it attacks. So obviously, you know, that getting taken out early. We're at 19, so that means we can probably survive one fight. And other than that, I think we're just riding it out. At least, you know, we beat the first place person, so we know we can at least compete with their current board, even though it was very close. Although they have the 15-15, I think it's a Balor spawn, which doesn't scale very well, because it's always going to be a 15-15. And as our characters get bigger every round from the Owl, it means that we could be in a pretty good position to surpass them and sort of leave them in the dust. We'll see how this fight goes. I don't remember. Oh, they're dwarfs. So they have sort of a dwarf build I haven't seen very often. Not even really dwarfs. They're sort of a mixed bag there. I think we have this unless that range character. Oh yeah, got taken out. Sometimes that range character. Oh, you know what? Because they're Peter Pan, so they stay at level 3. So the triples just get the added buff. That's what they were going for. I sort of wonder. I don't even think we should take that. I think it's not part of our final build. Apologize. So we rolled all the way down and found nothing. For us, that's not the worst thing because we get this buff every time, and we'll continue to get spell casts, and we'll get slays. We do have scaling, so losing out on a couple things isn't the worst, but we really need to triple this, or find... What was the other character we were looking for? Oh, a Storm Mage. I actually don't know how big it will be. I think it will be fairly big, though. I think we're casting a fair amount of spells every round. And we'll just replace this. We could have bought another dragon, but I didn't think it was worth it there. Merlin. They lost to them. We beat them. So, not that the fights are always transitive, but it's pretty close, usually. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if this gets any scaling. They're going to summon some 15s. Hopefully this will get killed, just to give us some more scaling on that. Because I think we'll win this fight. I don't think we have a problem with that. Oh wow, it got buffed. At least it's got... Oh, we cast 2 spells here, right? I think we get credit for the spell cast. Okay, here's our Storm Mage that I keep talking about. I'm actually going to sell the chicken, go like this, because this actually allows me to cast this on... We'll say this. Just gets another spell cast. It gets +5/+5, and it's at the cost of 1 gold. We're not going to buy another one of these. This got pretty big and was very effective, but I think it's time to move on from it. This will get buffed every round. Everything's getting +2/+2, and then this will get another +2/+2, and grow even bigger from these. And I think that's just sort of what we're sticking with. And hopefully we'll ride this out. Yeah, I was hoping this would be a little bigger, but 60 is pretty big. It's, you know, a second biggest character, and it's going to keep growing. Not that there's that much long in the game. It might be a mistake to grab it. Oh wow, that has 100. Fortunately, it attacked such that it only hit 2 things. And we got a polymorph out of it. We'll get a couple slays. Wow, okay, so they did sort of construct this such that we are having a tougher time. That was good. That had the potential to cheese us pretty hard. Go a second book. None of these are particularly good. I'm gonna get this to cast 2 spells. And then we can sell this. And I think we'll sell this as well to buy this. We won't put it in here. We'll have it for the triple just in case. And this is either the last fight or the second to last fight. Oh, there could be up to 3 more fights, I guess. Or even 4 if we lose 3 in a row. But I think we're nearing the end, so hopefully we'll pull it on top again. Like I said, they also have the Balor. It seems like a bunch of people have the Balor treasure, and that doesn't scale super well. So hopefully we'll outscale that. We did get stronger because we tripled this, although they could have also got stronger. This might not be good anymore because we're not... Slaying is good, but if you're scaling long term is when it comes into play. So we'll have to see. They got the first attack, but they only hit 2 things last time. This time they hit 3. That's going to be a lot worse for us. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, we're getting bad attacks as well. I think we will lose this. Yeah. We lost this, and we're actually going to take a lot of damage. 13. So the issue there, of course, was the dragon up front hitting us and killing most of our board. I don't know if we need to spread these out in the back or what we need to do to avoid that. I'm just looking to find any kind of spell that might be helpful. No, okay. We'll pause here. Although, unless the fight's a tie, I don't think it's going to matter. If we lose the fight, the game's probably over. One thing we could do is split these. Yeah, we'll split these and make it so if this thing gets attacked, if one of these two middle gets attacked, which is the worst case scenario, it will only kill. I think we want to do this too. If the middle gets attacked, which is the worst case scenario, it will only kill, and we'll swap this around. It will only kill, it will kill books. It will kill two of the books. And that's not as bad for us. It will kill the books and the ranged character, but I think that's the best shot we have. It'd be nice if we got the first attack. Oh, no. It doesn't kill this, which is nice for us. But I still think we are underdogs when this happens. We did kill the Medusa. We're getting some good zaps. It's a little bit. I think we're gonna win this, although I don't know if we'll have enough to end the game. No, we won't because that will 5. So they're gonna be at 1. Wow. Okay. So we'll grab this, and okay. So we're gonna sell this and grab this, and buy this to replace this. And yeah, we're just gonna hope that things survive. Maybe we'll put this up front. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna stick with. I think this is actually our least important monster, so we'll put that in the middle, so if it gets hit with the collateral damage, that's fine with us. Again, we don't get the first attack, that's unfortunate. This was killed before it got to spawn too much. I think we're in a good position, unless this is able to kill something. We'll have to see what this does, although that just got zapped. Yeah, I think it all comes down to this thing. Oh, that thing got killed. Okay, so I think we'll take this then, pretty easily. We just have bigger minions. Okay, good win. A little bit dicey at the end, but good one to finish off on.